Question 26f. Jason travels to work by car on all 5 days of his working week, leaving home at 7 a.m. each day. He compares his travel times using roads without tolls and roads with tolls over a period of 12 working weeks. He records his travel times in minutes in a back-to-back stem and leaf plot. Now what I've done already is I've annotated this back-to-back stem and leaf plot. I've calculated the range and also the shape of the distribution for each side of this back-to-back stem and leaf plot. We will need this for part 3 of this question. So part 1, what is the modal travel time when he uses roads without tolls? Now the answer is 52 minutes. So how do we get 52 minutes? Let's refer to this side of the back-to-back stem and leaf plot, so without tolls. We look for the leaf that occurs the most often, sort of one after the other. And we can see here that the number 2 occurs one after the other most often. So this occurs 4 times in sequence. So combining the leaf with the stem of 5, that gives us 52 minutes. Now part 2, what is the median travel time when he uses roads without tolls? Now there are 30 scores on this side of the back-to-back stem and leaf plot. It's an even number of scores, so if we divide that by 2, we get 15, which means the median is the average of the 15th and 16th scores. So counting 15, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. So that's 50 and 51. We need to take the average or the mean of 50 and 51, which is 50.5. Hence the median travel time is 50.5 minutes. Now part 3. Describe how the two data sets differ in terms of the spread and skewness of their distributions. So first of all, if we consider the spread of scores, we can see clearly that without tolls it's quite narrow. And calculating the range, so that's 61 minus 39, we get a range of 22 minutes. If we compare that with the range of with tolls or travel time with tolls, we get a range of 55 minutes, so that's 90 minus 35. So clearly, the spread of scores is much greater with tolls compared to without tolls. Now looking at the skewness or the symmetry or lack thereof, we can see that without tolls, the distribution's fairly symmetrical. But with tolls, we can see that the distribution is positively skewed. So there's a tail here on the sort of the positive side of this distribution where the numbers are greater or the scores are larger. And they seem to be bunched, or the scores seem to be bunched more toward the negative side. However, it's positively skewed because we look where the position of the tail is. In fact, if I turn the back-to-back stem and leaf plot around, we can see here that the tail is toward the positive side of this distribution, or toward on the scale, the positive side of the scale. So in answering this question and wording the question, you will need to take into account these facts.